Okay, so this is how one of my students, Greg, made $293,000 in 1 month in 21 days. So I'm gonna go ahead and uh, go through this pretty fast. Who am I? My name is Aditayo Ibijamalusi. I retired my 9 to 5 August 8th, 2025. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how I was able to acquire multiple different offer letters. 135, $110,000. This is $150,000. This is $85 an hour. $85 an hour is $176,000. This is $95 an hour, 200,000 a year. This is for $140,000. So I was able to accumulate multiple different offer letters throughout my career before I retired. These are just different paychecks. This was a 1099, so they're paying me per month. This was every 2 weeks. This was from different jobs. And I kind of talked about how when I was working multiple contracts, I was, this is how much money that hit my bank account. One was a 1099, this one, and then after tax, 25K a month. So, anyways, all I did was I learned a high income skill. I traded my time for money. Then I learned a new skill, investing, day trading, and I used investing to use my money to make money. And I used that to the point where my net worth was at a point where I did not need to work a 9 to 5 anymore. So I retired my 9 to 5. I bought my dream car, Porsche Taycan Turbo, and I got my house. Not my dream house. That's coming soon. But I was working Uber Eats after I graduated college, um, and got my certifications, got my degrees, still driving Uber Eats, and then to fast forward 2025, I got my house, my Porsche Taycan, retired my 9 to 5, and I'm going to show you how to do so. Now I am a mentor that I just pour into others, showing people how to do the same thing step by step. And I'm a mentor. I have a community where I literally, this was yesterday. Somebody got an offer letter for $120,000. We had someone else December 19th, which was 5 days ago. Magnus, $135,000. We have Omatola, $180,000. This was December 19th, right? It's 5 days ago. December 17th, 7 days ago, we had Tatevi, first offer letter, $55 per hour. And then same day, we have December 17th, he got another job offer, 129K with a 25K signing bonus. For the first year, 155. It's going crazy. I'm going to see if I can negotiate in person. He actually negotiated for 134, I believe. So this is the offer letter. So nonetheless, it's just to say like, hey, I'm a mentor. I do pour into others doing the same thing. And these are actual live results, right? This is December 24th, 2025. And this is, last week. We've been able to get 5 offer letters within the last 7 days, I believe. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. And we're going to go ahead and talk about Greg and his what he was able to do. So, oops, not that. Greg and then me. So, now, most people, I'm going to show you. So, I'm going to show you how to do everything, right? It's not rocket science. You first need to understand that the skill sets that you currently have right now, the market will always pay you in direct relationship to the skill sets that you have. For example, if we type in AWS cloud engineer remote jobs, and if we look at the market and see what they're paying, okay, we see 115 to 125, we see 100 to 130, we see 224, we see 183 to 224, right? So you can actually look this up yourself, but based on the skill sets that you possess, the market will pay you. It's that simple. Now, what do you need? Greg, most importantly, I'm going to focus on the identity. Greg had what he need, like he was the person to be able to get these crazy results. Greg was able to get 2 offer letters in 1 month and 21 days. Okay, so I'm going to show you how. So let's just look at Greg. Right, this is in the community. I just took some screenshots from my community. 2 offer letters landed on the same day. Right, these are the offer letters. Okay. Right, 143. I asked him, hey, how much for both offer letters? Okay, he said 293 both, base, not even bonus, equity, benefits, none of that. And then he joined the program November 27th. It's been 1 month and 21 days since he started to get 2 offer letters. It's the fastest time anyone has ever received an offer letter. 300K salary generated in a month is wild, right? Cool, it's a community. And so I went ahead and typed in, made a screenshot of when he joined the program, November 27th, 2024, and then when he actually got the offer letter. It's been 1 month and 21 days. That's how I was able to calculate that. And then, literally, so let's look at the dates. This was January 16th, he got 2 offer letters. January 28th, 12 days later, he got another offer letter for $85 an hour. Okay. And then, February 1st, 3 days later, he got another offer letter. So it's just to show you, like, there is a step-by-step system, which is what I'm going to show you. Like, this is the offer letter. It's for $165,000, right? The market is always going to pay you based on the skill sets that you possess. You need the skill. But you also need all of this. You need to make this a priority to learn this skill set. You need to be the person, the identity, to say, I am going to do this, this is going to work, or it's going to work. Greg was the type of person that, even though he was fearful before he joined my program, he was fearful of the outcome. He did not know if this was going to work. He was the type of person that said, I'm going to overcome this feeling to be able to get what I want. Most people let fear, right, the fear of the unknown, the fear of doubt, uncertainty overcome them, and they stay stuck where they're at. This is super important. And his identity, he was the type of person to take this so serious, and he put the time and energy into learning the system that I'm gonna that's in this program, right? So that was Greg. Greg already, had experience. He was already making 140K, okay? And he needed a way to be able to make more money. So he had a bunch of certifications, and he had college degree, all that stuff. I had 3 certifications. I spent 5 years to get a college degree, IT. I was still driving Uber Eats. Like, that's what happened. I'm gonna just say that. That was my results. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, I want to make this video because I want to specifically show you guys. I'm gonna scroll all the way up. All right, I'm gonna scroll all the way up so you can see the type of person, the identity you need to be successful. Or, I'm just using Greg as an example. So this is November 27th, 2024. What's up, Greg? We're gonna get you set up here. Pulumi will be your main point of contact in this program. As we discussed, his role is to make sure you go from where you are to obtain the skill set. He did not have the skill set at this time that we teach here at the 1% Cloud Engineer program. We will guide you on getting your first role, walk you step by step on how to obtain $500,000 a year. Pulumi, go ahead and get him set up with the checklist and his GPS and vehicle. Right? That's just something that we use within our company. So you got the checklist. Now, mind you, just to kind of show you guys, this is he literally went through everything in like so fast. But this is the checklist. You guys can take a screenshot. This is literally the skill set that you need, right, to learn. You can learn it on your own. You do not need to join this program to learn it. It's a lot faster and structured, and we help you get unstuck faster. But you can learn it on your own. But nonetheless, this is the skill set that he had. But you need all of this stuff too, right? We held him accountable. Well, he held himself accountable. But nonetheless, that's the skill set. You can take a screenshot. That's my free gift to you guys. Now, let's go back here. So this is November 27th. Let's look at the dates. November 28th. Week 1, day 1 complete. Week 1 and day 1, 2 completed. This takes a week to do. He did it in a day. Now, you can do it in a day, to be honest. He put more time and energy. So going back, I want you guys to really, he put that time and energy into the system, and he made it a priority. Okay. So he put that time and energy into the system. He completed the action steps. So the way that we teach it is like you learn it and then you apply it. And so that's The action steps is him actually applying the information. So that was November 28th. November 29th, actually November 30th, week 2, day 1 and 2 complete. And then that same day, week 3, day 1 complete. That is insane. Like, that means he's spending so much. I don't even know the time. He's spending so much time learning this. So as you see, we're not reaching out to, so typically we reach out to people every Sunday to check in. We have like coaching calls one-on-one. We have like Sunday coaching calls with me, like with all of my students. Like, we have so much accountability, but he did not need any of that. He's checking in with us. He's saying, hey, I'm done this the same day. December 2nd. Actually, that's nothing. Right, December 3rd. He said, I want you to review my resume. Like, that's insane. Right? And so, nonetheless, just to fast forward, the point I'm trying to make is he is the type of person that made this a priority to put the time and energy into the system. And he had the identity of somebody to overcome challenges, to overcome fear, to say this is going to work or this is going to work. I have a problem, right? I'm going to figure it out. A lot of people say, hey, I don't have the time. He figured out how to make time, right? He had no excuses. This is super important. I cannot stress this enough, because that allowed him to actually go through this program. Okay. Greg had, he was telling me some stuff, some issues. And then this is why, this is me personally, I pay for mentorships, but I think mentorships are the cheat code, because he was going to go through something else and I'm giving him feedback as a mentor. I'm saying, don't go left, go right. And he said, bet, I will follow and trust the process, right? It's a step-by-step system, okay? That's why, for me personally, I don't like YouTube University, because I might be doing something and I might be going the wrong way. I'm telling him, hey, don't go that way, go this way. So that's that feedback, right, that you get from a coach that has the results. So went through the program, just finished week 7, right? That's the projects, the real world experience. We teach you how, so week 8 is, we show you how to communicate that experience. We show you how to get recruiters to reach out to you, right? I don't just talk. We show you how to get recruiters to reach out to you. So far, I had 3 recruiters reach out for potential positions. These are the positions, $75 an hour, right? He had 7 interviews in a week, recruiters reaching out to him.
Yeah, what's good, 1%ers? This is Cleo here. Man, I got a busy week this week. So today, I gotta go pick up my PIV card to start one of my roles for next Monday, working with a government agency. I got one on Tuesday, actually this one, and then this one on Tuesday. Got 2 on Thursday and 2 on Friday on this calendar, and then 1 on Friday on this other calendar. So altogether, 7 interviews this week, plus getting my laptop for the 2 roles that I start next Monday. So busy week, staying at it, still interviewing. Yeah, let's get it. 500,000 coming soon.
500,000, right? That's what I teach. I teach people how to scale their income to, high earner IT professionals, how to scale their income to $500,000 a year using cloud. Okay. But yeah, we show you. So Isaac, $1 million.
And everybody. So yeah, I just got to update that the tentative job offer will be potentially coming soon, and this is going to be from this government job. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully they say it's remote and I can take it. If not, I may have to not take it, but getting this would put me at $1 million plus in offer letters, which is fucking insane to think about.
Another offer might be coming soon. This will put me over 1 million in total offer letters. Just a few months ago, I was begging just for one job. Right? Isaac was an IT professional. He was a software engineer at Amazon. He got laid off. He joined my program. We showed him the steps, and this is the results. So we show him, like, literally 5 interviews reached out to me in a day. One of them is a role at Apple, right? We show you how to get recruiters to reach out to you. This will not be possible if you are not the person, right, the identity to overcome fear, to be able to say, this is going to work, this is going to work, right, to prioritize this, to put time and energy into our specific proprietary system. Okay, like that's just what it is, right? This is our program. Okay, week 7, those are the projects. Week 8, build your resume. We show you absolutely everything. We have mock interviews, just absolutely everything. Like I just want to show you guys the system is you need a step-by-step process, right? And people cannot get recruiters to even they don't know how to get recruiters to call them. They don't know how to get a recruiter on the phone. They don't know how to get interviews, right? There is a system to this. This is him getting 5 recruiters in 1
So
day.
yesterday I had 5 recruiters reach out to me. One of them was from Apple, so should be setting up the time to talk to them, have a call scheduled with this person, and then also this person, and then this one also reached out to me. So yeah, still gunning hard for that third role.
Right? So we show people how to get different contracts to scale their income, right? So he was talking about the third role. And there's just a bunch of different, offer letters from different people here too as well. So it's just like Darnell, he lost his job 2 weeks later. He got another one for 140. Like the list goes on. Parker, Kyle teaches you how to land any job you want. Do not sleep on his advice. You're here because what you were trying didn't work. Kyle went through it. He's trying to save you time and energy. So listen, blessings and manifestation for everyone. Got a job for $65 an hour. So there's just a specific system that we teach here at the 1% University, right? Step by step. If you are interested to see if you do qualify, go ahead and click the link in the description below to book a free call. So, anyways, going back to this. It is super, super, super. Now, let me not even say it's super simple because it's not. The actual information that I teach is not rocket science. The hardest part is actually prioritizing this, putting time and energy into the system, right? And becoming that person. Like, most people are just not consistent. And so, going back to Greg. So, as you see, right, December 7th, he went through the program, right? So I said, where exactly are you in the program? Week 8, right? He's going through his resume, revision, right? We show him how to create. So he already had a resume, but he had a good resume, but we needed to. I gave him a lot of feedback, but nonetheless, Greg is saying, so this is super important. He said, I just need more volume of interviews. Mainly, I've been applying, re-uploading my resume and connecting with some recruiters, but they need to convert into interviews. And then I told him 3 times, right? Greg is just hungry. And I was like, once again, it takes time. You literally cannot force it. There's a lot of different factors that come into play that you don't have control. Holidays, companies hiring, because companies hire in different seasons. Cloud engineering is a field where there's a ton of jobs out there and more coming into the market. And I said, there was feedback that I wanted him to do, right? And so in the job opportunities, that we have a Slack channel for job opportunities. We put a bunch of jobs in here. But I was just telling him, hey, go ahead and do all these things to increase the volume of you getting, to increase the volume, right? And so that's what we did. And then I'll have to scroll all the way up, but I just want you guys to see it. I already showed you inside here with Greg, right, with the offer letters, but just to kind of show you guys on here, it's a bunch of different, let me just scroll all the way, do it again. It's a bunch of different testimonials. So side note, I do like to do rewards, like challenges, all-inclusive trips, access to a $25,000 mastermind program, and then a $250 gift card, just to kind of incentivize our students to actually do what they're supposed to do, right? To win, you actually go through the program, and you kind of post your proof that you're going through the program to win points. So you're trying to make things kind of fun, but I'm trying to find So this is Isaac. He got 2 verbal offer letters in the same day. And then the next day he got another offer letter for $200 an hour as a freelancer. But I'm trying to find, okay, this is it. Cool. So Greg, all right, this is the stuff I showed you, right? 2 offer letters landed. Greg, January 16th. So watch this. So this is why I say mentorship and having a coach is super important. I told him that advice. This was January 1st. Okay. Hopefully, okay, good. January 16th, 15 days later, boom, boom, 2 offer letters landed today. Congratulations. How much for both? $293 base with both. $143 for one, and then other ones for $150. He joined the program November 22nd. It's been 1 month and 21 days since he's landed for him to get 2 offer letters. $293,000 a year. So when I say how Greg made $293,000 in 1 month and 21 days, that's not like just something I'm saying to capture anybody's attention. That's actually facts. Like most people can't actually show you, proof and receipts. A lot of people like to lie, but here's the proof. Here's the receipts. This is not, I'm not saying this is going to be you. This is not common, by the way. I'm not saying this is going to happen to you. More than likely, based on the numbers, the probability of you doing that, that's not going to happen to you. Just letting you know. Greg, he had the identity. He overcame fear. He prioritized this, as you see, him going through the program in that super quick, him putting time and energy into the system and skill, receiving feedback from a coach, right? $500,000 a year. So Greg, he's not at $500,000 a year. He's at 293. But wait, let's go ahead and get the calculator. 293. Okay, 0. Okay, then, so that was on the 17th. Then, on the 18th, right, he got another one, $85 an hour. Cool. Let's go ahead and look. $85 an hour is $176,000 a year. $85, 176, $176,000 a year. So I'm going to add that plus 176, 800. Cool. He's at 469,000. Still not at 500,000. Let's look. So this is on January 28th. Congratulations. So this is our community. Love to always show support. And then 2 days later, you got another one for 165. So, right, let's bring out that calculator. Plus, Greg was able to collect $634,000 in offer letters. Okay. So, how is this possible? I showed you him joining the program, what he did. I showed you how he had made this a priority. He had the identity. He put the time and energy into the system and skill. And as you saw, right, he was able to make this money. He learned the cloud engineer tech stack, the way that I teach it in my program, from week 1 all the way to week 6, right? Because that's the information. What you see here, right? That's week 1 through 6. Okay, that's this right here. But then we gave him projects and tech challenges, real world experience in cloud engineering, things that I've done at my companies, right? Like the cloud migration project, to be able to use Terraform to deploy different infrastructure, in different cloud environments, being able to use different CI/CD pipeline tools to be able to deploy applications, to test and deploy applications to that infrastructure, right? Just different stuff, right? Things that I've done at my jobs and contracts. So then, week 8, he actually learned how to get recruiters to reach out to him instead of the other way around. Okay, 3 interviews last week. Got called back to back next week. Attended boot camp and all live office hours doing automation project to practice tonight. Right. So we have live coaching, right? We have live coaching. Then also we have the video. We have the videos. We have the career coach to guide you step by step. We have absolutely everything. But this will not work if you are not the type of person. If you do not have, if one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, if any one of these are not in the equation, it will not work. If you have the identity to overcome fear and to know this is something you want to do, if you're going to prioritize this, if you want to put the time and energy into this specific system, go ahead and book a call below. Book that, I'll leave a link for the free call, and we'll see if this is the right fit for you. To see if we can help you. But anyways, that's what Greg did, right? That's what this stuff is. And then there's a bunch of results, like Isaac, he had $1.4 million in offer letter generated in like in 8 months, I believe. And so, right, that's that. Okay, this is the one that I said he negotiated. I actually got off the phone with them a little bit a while ago. They told me that they can authorize to go up to 137, right? And then like there's just a bunch of different, like I couldn't even get all of the testimonials in here, right? Because it's a lot, right? it's a lot. It's a lot, right? Marquise for 155, right? Parker, you guys already saw that. Malcolm, thank you, Ty, for highlighting a clear path to landing an AWS Cloud Engineering position. Also the mindset and framework to do so. So I teach that in my program. Every rejection, every hump, roadblock is part of the journey, so embrace it with full intent. Your habits will start to lead the way. Thank you again, bro. Cleo, got it for 140. There's too many, testimonials. It's right, 155 and then 10% bonus. Got an extra 5K just by asking. I'll show you how to negotiate, get some more money. And he said, I joined the program exactly 3 months ago, and today I signed my first offer as a cloud engineer. Once again, if you guys have this right here, number one, don't join this specific program if you do not have this, because you will not be successful. Right? There's no point in doing so. You'll waste your time and money. But if you do have this, and if you're interested in learning more about it, go ahead and book the call below. Book the free call, and we'll see if we can help you. So, with that being said, that is pretty much it. That's how Greg did it. He made $293,000 in a month and 21 days, and then a month later, he was able to acquire those other offer letters to make $634,800. So if we really look at this, February 1st. So let's actually go to the start. From January 16th to February 1st. And this is the last offer. He actually got more offer letters. He just didn't post it in here. But just for the sake of me showing you guys, what he's posted. January 16th to February 1st. I'm not really good at math. Actually, I am, just not dates. This was here, January 17th, 7/14. So in 18 days, he was able to collect $634,000. But in 1 month and 21 days, he was able to collect 293. 1 month and 21 days. So I don't know. Maybe let's just say 2.5 months. In 2.5 months, he was able to collect this from joining the program. That's not common, and that will not happen. Most likely, not happen to you. I'm just saying this is Greg, and how he did it was the formula that I explained. Right? I'm not going to sell anybody dreams. It's not common to do that, but he was able to because of this, and other people that have this formula, right? They were able to get offers. So, and this is just a few of them, right? Not everything. So, once again, if you're interested, call us below, and hopefully this video gave some insights. You took something from this, and I'll see you in the next video.